Hello everyone, Earl here, and welcome to another look at the Skul update notes, kind of. So this is mainly just the 1 million copies sold, 1 million players milestone, which is huge for the game, honestly. Like, good job on the game, like, in general. This is a great game, they did very well with the designing, so it absolutely deserves the 1 million players. But moving on, we have actual like content to cover sort of, and I did give this like a quick skim through, so I sort of know what's coming up, but let me guide you all through this. So this is basically just the history on the game, how it all started, the DLSS crossover 1.0, 1.0, and this is the last update, which was the quintessence patch, which honestly did not fix many things, let's be honest. Future plans. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. We originally planned to provide updates such as hard mode and quality of life improvements in 2021, which, as we know, it did not happen because it was late. But unfortunately, it did not happen, and it is true that recent updates have been infrequent, which this is quite a heavy one, if you know what I mean. So because like this update, the last update was in June, so that means like over half a month with like literally nothing new to the game. This is because there was a lot of trial and error while developing hard mode, which meant that we had to adjust the design and update plan. In the midst of developing hard mode, we came to the conclusion that Skull's hard mode shouldn't just be a higher level of difficulty. It was a difficult decision, but we ended up redoing the previous design, and are currently working on developing more daring approach. Hence, other systems related to hard mode must also be reformed in order for the hard mode's content to function as intended. Here is where things get a bit wonky. So, therefore, as you all know, plans were changed and it was decided that the reform school be carried out first. All schools will be renewed and boring schools will be more fun and will be more meaningful to use schools that were weak. We all know about this part, though the upcoming school reform update, we would like to bring forth a new sense of enjoyment and experiences while laying down the foundation for hard mode content. So, basically, the whole idea of schools being reformed will be the foundation of hard mode, which honestly I don't know if this just means that like, oh, we're just gonna buff it, we're just gonna like buff everyone so like they're ready for hard mode when it hits, or if this means like something new, you know, maybe like this whole school update isn't just gonna be like buffs and nerfs. Maybe this school update is gonna make it so that you can choose which abilities you want. Maybe it's gonna do something else entirely. Maybe it's gonna do something like more more towards like the hard mode side of the game. Like the game is going to be more like harder now. So maybe like you can choose the skulls. You can choose the abilities. Maybe you can choose something else. So like this whole foundation thing, if this is just pretty words for the fact that they're just gonna like buff people, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed because they could have done that a long time ago. If this means something else, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Not gonna lie. In addition to skulls, and this is the new part, in addition to skulls, items and inscriptions will also be reformed, and adjustment to level design made along with the hard mode update. This is huge because a lot of the items, like if you see my item tier list, a lot of the items are garbage tier, literally never useful. Many of the items are barely ever useful. It's like there's such a fine line between like garbage items and one-time use items that's they just like fall into this big category most of the time. They just like, why even bother with these items, you know? Like if they fix this and also fix the inscriptions, which, well, as you've heard my opinions on it many times before, inscriptions are kind of in a pitiful place right now. There's like a few inscriptions that you want to build for, and there's like one main one that you always want to build for in a magic build, which is tactics, and that's literally about it. Honestly, it's over. That's inscriptions in a nutshell. They're so bad right now. They're actually like forgotten in the sense of time, basically. Like alchemy, fuse, you know, the piercing wind, which is garbage as hell. But like, there's a lot of inscriptions that are just garbage. So a reformation on these as well is gonna be massive. Um, let's go. The direction of this reform is the same as the Skul reform. The goal is so that even more diverse combinations can be powerful and enjoyable to prevent certain items and combinations from becoming overused. Now, does this mean we're gonna probably get a nerf to Gunpowder Sword? Probably, honestly, because I don't think you can make Gunpowder Sword not like insanely overused without either buffing every other item to like stupid levels, which will just like dull the game out because like every weapon will be broken at that point. So there will be like literally no sense of danger. Like whatever, just start the run, it'll be broken by the end. Like you don't even have to worry about it. There's no RNG whatsoever. So I definitely think there's gonna be some big nerfs to some of the usual to some of the like the usual suspects. And if there's not, it will be in a similar spot to the quintessence. So like they're gonna reform them. They're gonna do like seemingly good things, but they're gonna be like most of them are gonna be garbage that nobody ever uses still. Like maybe not to the level of quintessences, but still. So yeah, like that might happen. But let's read further. No, let's read further. Um, it is very unfortunate that the content which should have been released in 2021 is delayed once more. This is where things get bad. Content which should have been released in 2021 is delayed once more. It is delayed again. I am right now the only way I'm reading this is the Skul revamp, the Skul update is delayed. Some people read this as only the hard mode is delayed again. Honestly, if it's just that, it's whatever, I'm sort of fine with it, but if it's the skulls themselves, here we run into big issues. Uh, so, I'm not sure. Because like, with such like a big gap between the last update and like the new update, which like at this point we might even be looking at like a 1 year gap. And the thing is, like, this kind of like pushes the game towards death. Like, I'm not saying the skull is dying. It's definitely still alive. But the thing is, this makes like all like players, veterans of the game, like play less and less and less and less and less. So like, and the less they play, or like the more they leave the game for, the less likely they are to come in for a new update. So I don't know, like I'm not sure why the skull reformation is taking so long. I don't know. From the beats they've shown, it doesn't seem anything too special. So I don't know. I don't know. It's honestly like I have very mixed thoughts on this right now. Let's read further. But in addition to recreating hard mode, many quests occurred in the process of expanding the size of the development team, which inevitably led to a longer update cycle. It's under construction. One of our recent quests is to move our studio from a regional city in Seoul to the capital of Korea. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, this is basically just like the real life state of the of the studio. And conclusion, thank you for sticking with us while we look back on Skul's road to becoming a million seller. This was a lot of fun to write while reminiscing about our journey with our players. Once again, we deeply thank all of Skull's 1 million players for your wonderful support. We'll continue striving towards creating fun in our games. So yeah, that's all. That's all. uh, So yeah, the my overall thoughts on this very very mixed. If they're going to delay the Skull update once more, like another 3 months, it'll be very bad. Honestly, I'm gonna give this like up until like maybe February like 7th, maybe February 10th at the most, and then I'll pick up like Skull again, like for YouTube. I mean, just because like I'll just start uploading more content on it, like just the old content I'm always uploading. Like maybe just trying to find stuff that I haven't done before, like whatever weird mix of magic physical on some Skull I haven't done. But yeah, this was all the news we got for now. I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think of these update notes in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.